What is going on, everybody? It's Jay Coffee Talk. Thanks for tuning in. Sub to the channel real quick and hit that bell. We cover it all on this channel: music, news, sports, all that good stuff. Get up in the comments. Always want to hear your guys' thoughts and take on the video, the topic. But let's get right into this. We're talking about Jalen Ramsey. I'm sure you guys are all aware, all the NFL fans out there, of what's going on. He's demanded a trade. He wants out of Jacksonville. And what do you guys make of this dude? Now, if you are new to my channel, as I already said, I do all different kinds of topics. But just to let the NFL fans know, I'm going to have all kinds of NFL content all season long. So, of course, that since I've been doing NFL videos, Antonio Brown, I've done a video or two on that whole mess that's going on with him. And it's just like, you look at AB and all his antics, and I'm not even talking about the allegations. I'm just talking about, the different stunts he pulled and all the drama and problems and everything like that. And you look at a guy like Jalen Ramsey, and what do you guys think? Do you think that the Jalen's going to end up being, in the same boat? Like I said, we're not talking about these allegations. I'm talking about as far as people viewing him, as a cancer to teams. Don't get me wrong. AB did find a home in New England, but what he pulled in Oakland with the Raiders and the stuff with the Steelers, believe me, man, he was one more strike away from no one wanting to touch this guy. That stuff, just because he got signed in New England, it doesn't mean that was going to be a success there. Things still could have went wrong. And I don't know, you know what I mean? Jalen Ramsey, getting back to talking about him, it's just been so much BS with this dude since he's come in the league. Aside, we'll get back to talking about what's going on now with this whole trade demand and everything like that. There's been that GQ article where he talked trash about everyone, including my quarterback. If you guys, for who are new to the channel, I'm a diehard Bills fan. I'm sure you guys remember, that he went out there and said Josh Allen's garbage, and then he was trolling him on Twitter and everything. And when we played him after that last year, guess who won? My Bills, and Josh Allen shined. Ramsey still was running his mouth, but he was talking a lot of other shit in that GQ article, dissing the Browns. He had a lot of other things to say. I'm sure you guys might remember Steve Smith, where he was saying he just simply didn't respect him, that he was a good player, but he had no respect for him. And Steve Smith did fire back and told him, "You talk shit behind closed doors. We were face to face. I gave you every opportunity to say what you had to say, but you didn't. And you speak from behind closed doors." But there's been a lot of other stuff that he's done. Nothing real major. I'm not saying that this guy is nothing but problems, but you add all that up, and then you see what's going on this year. Like I said, the situation he's in right now and everything. And it just, I'm just curious to know what everyone out there thinks about Jalen. As I said, for the new people to my channel, the comment thread's very important. So make sure to let me know what you guys think about him below. But anyways, that was pretty crazy what happened in that Thursday night football game. I'm sorry, that was not the Thursday night game. They won in the Thursday night game against the Titans. Week 2 against the Houston Texans, where him and Coach Doug Marrone got into it, and it actually got physical. People had to get in between them, and I don't know, man. That's just pretty nuts to me to put your hands on the coach. Like, I don't know, man. I'm seeing a pattern in this guy, and I just don't think that he's going to have a long career in the NFL. I'm not Nostradamus. I can't pick, I can't predict what exactly is going to happen. We're just speaking about what we think. Me and you guys are speaking about what you think in the comments. But when I saw that, I was pretty disgusted by that, because don't get me wrong, we're all only human, and people got emotion, people lose their cool, but I just saw that and I was like, wow, man, you put your hands on your coach, like, come on, man. Like, remember Latrell Sprewell back in the day in the '90s? Was that his coach in the NBA? I don't know, when he was with Golden State. But anyways, getting to the situation where they're at now, where Jalen Ramsey's demanding the trade. Ramsey actually came out and said that whole situation with Marone doesn't have anything to do with that, with what's going on. He actually said that he, that got blown out of proportion way worse than it was. For those who don't know, they lost in that game by 1 point. And Ramsey was upset with Doug Marone. He wanted him to challenge a play, and he didn't. And that's where that whole situation happened. And like I said, they ended up losing by 1. But Ramsey says, they're good. That's nothing. They moved on from that. It's all good. He said after that, since then, he had there was a conversation that he had with the management and front office, and he said that they disrespected him. He didn't go into specifics of what they said, but he said he just felt disrespected, and he immediately got on the phone with his agent and said, I want out of Jacksonville. And, what it's basically coming down to is he wants more money. As we know, since the collective bargaining agreement happened, rookie deals are capped off. It's not like before where guys could just get drafted and bank on a huge, because he was a number 5 overall pick. So prior to this, these guys sometimes would get drafted and hold out and get all kinds of money. They capped that off. Well, Jacksonville was exercising the 5th year on this rookie deal, so he's mad about that. He wants a new deal. You know what I mean? He wants more money, and I don't know. We're at where we're at now, but that's what I believe. I don't believe that they disrespected him, because let me tell you something. Jalen Ramsey runs his mouth a lot, as I've been saying in this video. He talks a lot of shit. If they really disrespected him, I believe he would have got right on Twitter or spoke to the media and said something about what they said. He wouldn't just said, oh, they disrespected me. They said some things. No, we would have heard all about it. That's just how I feel. So anyways, the Titans, the game after, that loss, they went out on a Thursday night football and won. They beat divisional rival, the Titans. He played every snap of that game. And then come Sunday, he called in sick for Monday. My back's hurt. There was also word or he didn't say his back was hurt. He just said that he wouldn't be in. He wasn't feeling good. Well, the word was he had the flu. All kinds of people were trying to speak out on his behalf, and say that it was a legitimate thing. Then there was word that his hamstring was hurt. Well, now Marone, and you guys have to go watch it if you don't believe me. Go watch the press conference. When Marone was asked about what's going on with Ramsey, he said he hurt his back in the Thursday night game against the Titans, but he was like laughing. He couldn't keep a straight face, and I don't know, man. That seemed a little funny style to me. But another thing that's funny about that is he didn't miss a snap. Like, you hurt your back. I mean, I get it. Sometimes guys go out there and will play a game hurt, but I feel like you would just come off the field at least for one snap. Like, you tweak your back, you come out, you know what I mean? Try to get worked on, get rubbed down, stretch it out a little bit, then you go back out there and finish the game. But I don't know. He was due to get back with the team today, and I don't know, man. Like, people are speculating that they're going to be able to get back on good terms, that this, is a good sign. But I personally feel like we're going to see more problems with this dude. He doesn't want to be in Jacksonville. He's mad. And I'm hearing the owner has blocked the trade. He said he will not trade him. And I just don't think that's going to go well with Ramsey. I think Ramsey's going to keep pushing for what he wants. But ultimately, the owner, if he sticks to his guns and doesn't trade Ramsey, which I hope he does, man, more of these owners and stuff need to stick up for themselves to these players sometimes. They get bullied by these guys. You know what I mean? Like, look what happened with Antonio Brown. That was just corny. Like I told you, I'm a Bills fan. I don't know if you guys remember with Anquan Bolden when we signed him. Then he decided he wanted to retire, during camp and preseason or whatever. Then later in the season, he decided he wanted to come back. You know what we did? He wanted to trade. We said, we gave him permission to seek a trade. But you know what we did? We left it how he was, didn't trade him, and that was that. You know what I mean? You don't, like, these athletes, a lot of them are divas and spoiled brats. And when you let them get their way, they all see it. And then they're all like, oh, he did this. I'm going to do it too. And it's just corny to me. It gets away from what sports are. You know, I understand that bottom line, it's a business, but they got to cut these antics out with these guys, you know. But anyways, the teams that were word is that they were interested in trading for Jalen Ramsey was Philadelphia, Kansas City, Seattle, and Baltimore. But I don't know, guys. Get in the comments. Let me know your predictions, what you think's going to happen. You know, as I said, period, and also with this deal. If this deal does, if indeed they do stick to their guns and not trade him after the trade deadline hits, do you think we'll see some more BS out of Jalen Ramsey and he'll sit out? I really think he will, because it's just my prediction. Like I said, I feel like this guy's a diva and a spoiled brat, and I don't think he's going to sit here and play the season out for this team that he doesn't want to be with. I think he's going to push for the trade, and if he doesn't get his way, he's going to sit out. What do you think? Let me know what you think is going to happen. Or do you think the owner will trade him? I don't know. But let's get this conversation going in the comment thread. It's Jay Coffee Talk, blogging sports, music, news, life, current events, and much more. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.